Hello, welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. It feels like forever since I did a DIY, since I didn't come out with a DIY video last Friday. So I was super happy to create this DIY video for you guys. So today we are doing rustic fall DIYs, and I am doing this in collab with Maria Kuna DIY. Y'all, if you love my eccentric personality and how I'm goofy and just kind of ramble and all my nuttiness, then you will adore Maria. We kind of have like the same personality, the same vibe going on. She's a pleasure to watch, and she is so creative. She is newer to YouTube as well, so please make sure to check out her channel after you are done watching this. You will not, sorry, Hank of course is creeping on me. You will not be disappointed. So today, you guys, I am going to be creating 4 rustic DIYs for you. This will most likely be my last fall DIY. If that makes like your heart hurt a little bit and like cringe a little bit, let me know, because maybe I could try sprinkling a few more fall, because I definitely have the supplies for it. But I will be starting on Christmas because I do want you guys to be able to grab what I'm using in the stores. Good reference is usually in my Dollar Tree hauls. I will let you know if I'm planning on using them for DIYs, so pay attention to that too. That way you can pick them up. Of course, I don't use everything I buy in my DIYs because that would be a lot. Okay, you guys. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoy this video. Make sure to tell me down below which one is your favorite, and I hope you guys have a good week. Bye. All right, here's our first DIY. I'm so excited, you guys, to show you all of these today. So let's go ahead and get on into it. So paints, I'm just using Rustoleum Linen White and then the Antique Wax from Waverly. Now, I've had a couple of people say they cannot get a hold of this Antique Wax. Another great option is Rustoleum Aged Glaze. Aged Glaze. It does come in a quart though, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure if Folk Art has something similar. I'll have to look for y'all, but the Rustoleum one is a great option. So you guys, if you've ever wanted to see what it's like to be on the struggle bus, this is it. Like, this is definitely a great picture. I am on the ride, I'm on the bus, and I am holding on for dear life because these canvases, y'all, they're strong. They're strong. I mean, you can literally see like my muscles working here, and the staples are on these babies good. Look, I'm mad now. I'm just like, these dang things need to come off right now. And I scissor them, I cut them, and then I pull them, and then I tried everything. Of course, I don't have a staple remover, and it was just a hot mess, but I got my workout for the weekend. So, I mean, I wasn't too mad about it, but Dollar Tree, they're killing it with their canvas, that's for sure, if you guys want to work out. I even had my husband try to do this, and he was like, dang, those are on there good. But you know what? I did it myself because I'm strong and I'm buff, and I don't need a man to do it. So anyways, all right, back to our project, you guys. So I got 3 of these. Then I'm taking some foam board, and I was lucky this scrap piece was like the perfect size. And basically what I'm doing is just measuring out these 2 holes because I want to have a bottom. That way, if you wanted to set something light inside, you can pick it up and move it off your table if you wanted to. So now with these pieces, and I did not measure these, you guys, I just literally held them up. So I am putting the hot glue on them, but I'm putting it like towards the top so that it doesn't seep out everywhere, which I don't know why I did that because it ended up getting everywhere anyways. And then on the opposite side, I am reinforcing it with some hot glue on the sides because we don't want this falling out. I'm going to repeat the same step for that side. Then I'm taking my detail gun and just getting some hot glue in there. I'm just reinforcing that so it doesn't go anywhere. Now right here, you guys, make sure when you're putting your boxes together that you put the hot glue towards the inside of the box. That way you don't have the glue coming out of the edges of your box and onto the outside of your project. And then also make sure your staples are face down. Doesn't really matter with your middle box, but definitely the top box, keep that in mind. You do not want the staples sticking out. And I'm just going to repeat the same process for the top box as well. And then we will have all three of these together. The middles you don't have to hot glue because they will not touch each other. And there we go. Now for paints. So I am using, I think this is just 2-inch Chippy brush. As usual, you guys, I am not trying to be neat with this. I am just, you know, rustic. That's all I could say. I think I say my things are rustic and farmhouse because really I'm just messy and, you know, it's an excuse. So all I'm doing is painting this. Oh my gosh, where is my head today during this? Okay, so after we're done painting this, I kind of semi-dry it with the heat gun so it's not all the way wet. And then I come in, we're gonna take that Waverly Antique Wax again, and I am basically dry brushing it and then mostly getting the cracks and then those edges right there, making it just look, you know, a little bit more aged, not so stark white. I kind of wish I would have used the Cashew Waverly chalk paint on this because that's where I go with the rest of the projects. But you know what? It ended up working out. So the girl ain't mad because look at how cute that is. Okay, so now these are the pumpkins from Dollar Tree. They have the little clip on them. I'm going to go ahead, paint them white. Again, I wish I would have went in with Cashew, but I didn't like this super yellow look. So we're painting it white, and then again, getting that antique wax, brushing it on so it looks a little bit more aged, adds a little bit more depth to the pumpkin, and we're going to repeat that for the other two pumpkins. We're going to set those aside and let them dry. And we're not going to use the clips, so you can take them off after you're done painting if you'd like, and save them maybe for another project. So here is our box after it has dried, looking stunning. Get it, girl. And now we are going to try and decorate her. So this is Eucalyptus from Walmart. I always get quite a bit of bundles of these when they do come in because they come in waves. So like Walmart will randomly have a bunch of them and then you won't be able to find them for a few months. So I'm trying to take like the full bundle here and stick it in. And one, this was, I mean, these pieces were way too high and it looked super janky. Hank was not into it. He didn't like it either. So then I finally am like, okay, let's get the floral foam, also from Dollar Tree. And I'm going to end up cutting these pieces, basically getting like one strand of them and then cutting them into like 2 to 3 more pieces, depending on how long they are. And sporadically just putting these in here. I really think that when you do like florals like this, it's all about preference. You know, like, do you like a lot? Do you like over the top dramatic? Do you like simple and sweet? I'm a little bit more, I would say, simple when it comes to florals. And also, I didn't want to use more than one bundle of these eucalyptus, so definitely I was trying to place them strategically. So I was going to use these green pumpkins, but they were way too matchy-matchy. So then I just got the little sticks off of them and just added them to my white pumpkins, stuck those in there. Then I found these orange pumpkins. These are also from the Dollar Tree, and they came on those like vines or whatever during the beginning of fall. And so I thought that would add like a nice touch of, you know, orange for fall. And make sure you guys look at this, because when it was pointed towards the camera, I thought it was looking like she'd be looking good. No, she was a hot mess. So I had to go in and fix her. But look at how cute. Who would guess that was from the Dollar Tree? Nobody. All right, DIY number 2. Look at how just rustic and simple. Ugh. So using Spanish moss, thank you Mama Mickey for sending me this. And we are going to use the smaller foam round for Dollar Tree. Now you guys, I tried putting this moss on here quite a few ways. First, I thought, okay, I'm just going to grab a huge bundle, put it on, kind of shake it off, see what's left. Well, that was so patchy. That did not work at all. Then I had like at one point put a bunch of hot glue on it and then tried rolling it on the moss, and that didn't work either. So here I am. I'm like, you know what, just put the whole dang thing on there and press it, see what happens. But of course, when you pull away, it's pulling the moss away from the hot glue. So that didn't work either. You guys, make sure you have something under this because it is a hot mess. I was happy that I was able just to get this little pad and then like fold it up and throw it away. See how I'm trying to roll it in the moss? Oh, your girl is a hot mess. Okay, so I slowed down right here because then I finally figured out the trick, okay? So I put the hot glue around the sides, the inside, and the top, and then I kind of take like a strip of it and then press it down. See how it covers the outer edge, the inside, and the top, and all of it stays stuck to the foam. So this is what I ended up realizing was working for me, and I did that all the way around. So these are the smaller little pumpkins from Dollar Tree. I did cut the little wire stems off by like half, and then this is where it gets dicey, y'all. Basically all I'm doing is sticking the pumpkins in there, okay? I would have fast forwarded through this anyways. Now I'm trying to find what ribbon we're going to use to hang. The thicker ribbon was definitely like way too much for this project. So I'm using this twine. I love this twine because it matched the like cream colored pumpkins. Got it from Michael's a long time ago. I don't know if they still have it. Okay, so that is in there. And look at how simple this looks. Like put it on a window frame. You could hang it on your door. I mean, you can put this in so many places in your home. You could even put like a little sign in the middle of it. I mean, I love this. I have it hanging behind me right now. It took place of my vintage pumpkin because I just love it so much. Oh, Hank just scared me to death. And then right here, all I'm doing is putting some hot glue on the patches where I could kind of still see the green to cover it up. And we are good to go. And I didn't do the back because nobody's going to see the back. So why waste all that Spanish moss? All right, you guys. So really quickly, I just wanted to bring up Maria Cuna again. She is definitely worth checking out. Like I said, she's newer to YouTube. So go show her love. Go give her support. DIY number 3, you wouldn't know it's Dollar Tree. Okay, so I'm taking the pumpkins, the apples. I mean, they kind of, it says create your own ornament, so it really never specified. So taking the antique wax, again, I use this versus my wood stain for DIY projects because it dries a lot faster than wood stain. I'm going to coat all 4 of those with the stain. Then I'm taking my decals that I made on my Cricut, and I am going to apply it to all 4 of these. Now, you guys, this was a lot of handwriting. That's why I chose to use the Cricut. Handwriting, it's a lot of wording, so I chose to use the Cricut. You could also handwrite this, but I definitely don't think other, like the rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree and stuff, they probably wouldn't fit here if you wanted to use this specific quote, obviously. So that is why I chose to use my vinyl decals for this. I will try getting this in my Etsy shop, you guys. I'm so sorry, like I lag on that so bad, but I will try and get it up today when this video posts. Okay, so let's hurry up and finish. I need a drink of my coffee, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm taking the little twine that came with these, and I'm going to put like a little baby drop on the bottom, wrap it around that stem, and then put a little dab of glue right there, cut the remainder off. We are going to do that for all 4 of these. We're going to call them pumpkin apples because I don't really know what they are. And so they could be whatever you want them to be, right? All right, so those are done. We're going to move on to our next step, which is our sign. So this is the Beware sign. Remember, you guys, they have the elf version of this. They had a scarecrow version of this. So Make sure you go pick it up. Or no, they don't. It doesn't have like the wood edges on it, huh? Like this. Okay, anyways, we're taking this off. You guys have seen me do this a bunch. I will also link a video slowing this down. But all I'm taking is shipping paper, tracing my sign. I'm going to cut her out. And then I'm going to glue her so we don't have to worry about any of that glitter. And you could really make another sign on the back of it if you want. Now I'm cleaning the paper off of it, and we are going to go in with Cashew Waverly chalk paint. I am loving this color lately. It is taking over my use of the plaster color. So I'm taking a 1-inch chippy brush. Anytime that I want like a rustic look, farmhouse look, I always go in with a chippy brush because the bristles give me the look that I am going for. And you guys, they are so inexpensive to get, and the Dollar Tree has them too, but large packs on Amazon stuff, so cheap. So highly recommend those. So now I'm taking my yardstick. I am just taking a lead pencil, you guys, and drawing lines so it looks like this is planked pieces of wood. It's so easy to do. I wanted it lighter. I didn't want it as stark black as like using a permanent marker, so this worked out great. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm just smudging these because I don't want it to look like super straight, you know, and it adds a little bit more depth to it too. Now we are going to add our twine. Just put a little dab of hot glue. And now you guys, for this, you can be like neat with it and do it in lines, or you can do what I'm doing and I'm just going around, no rhyme or reason for it. And then I'm going to hot glue the remainder down, cut the excess off, and then since we are over here, we are going to take something pokey or sharp and then poke our holes back in there. And then just get the same twine we were using. This is the Dollar Tree twine, and we are going to tie that off. I love when you use signs and they have like the holes already in them for you. Saves so much time. Okay, and then we're just repeating that twine step on the bottom. And then we are going to move on to our next step, y'all. So you guys, you know what I wish I would have done, and we are probably going to do this, make this sign again, basically. I wish I would have gotten Velcro and Velcro these on. That way you can change these like to Christmas trees during Christmas, hearts during Valentine's Day. Like that would have been a genius idea, and I didn't think of it until I was editing my videos, and I was like, oh my God, that would have been so amazing. So if you guys can already tell, it says, bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love between us. Amen. So this could go in a dining room. It could go in a kitchen. It could go anywhere you choose, but it looks so good. It looks so high end. Like, you welcome. And okay, my favorite one. This is my favorite. So I got inspired by Michael's. I saw it on Pinterest. Michael had a pumpkin similar to this, and I was like, I need to make those. So we're taking the styrofoam pumpkins. I'm taking this 3D fabric paint from Arteza. I didn't have like a light puff paint, and I was like, you know what? This is going to work great. It's essentially the same thing. And I love the nozzle on this fabric paint as well. So all I'm doing, you guys, is just going down my pumpkin, making squiggly marks. That is it. You don't have to be neat with this. It's okay if like little pieces separate. And I'm just going from the top, going to the bottom. I'm not going all the way underneath the pumpkin because that would be a waste of product, because we are not going to see that anyways, unless you plan on maybe, I don't know, displaying your pumpkins different, maybe on their side or something. So then we're going to go ahead, we're going to let this dry, and then we are going to go on to our second pumpkin. And this one, I am just going to freehand some leaves. You guys, you do not have to be an artist, because you will see on my next leaf, it looks like not a leaf, maybe a Christmas tree that you would see on like Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know what that was, but I am definitely not an artist. So I am just going to get crazy with these leaves. have fun with it. Like I said, it doesn't need to be neat. These are supposed to look rustic, so you have an excuse for being, you know, crazy. And we are going to finish it off. I'm just writing family on here. I don't know why. I just felt the need to do it. So that was there. So now I'm taking Cashew, you guys, after the paint, the 3D paint has completely dried. And I'm just painting directly over this. And look it, doesn't that look so cool? And it gets even better, you guys. I am just taking my Chippy brush for this. The chalk paint works wonders on these pumpkins, you guys. I don't know if y'all have tried it, but last year I tried spray painting these pumpkins and probably went through like a whole can because they absorb the life out of spray paints. Chalk paint, no, not at all. This was, I only end up doing one coat on this, and I mean there's some orange peeking through and stuff, but like it was definitely enough coverage for me. So we are going to repeat this step, you guys, with the second leaf pumpkin. I'm doing the same color. Here she is, she cute. We're not going to use those stems, but it's nice to hold it with. So now I'm taking that antique wax again. You guys, I had bought this and then thought I would never use it, and now I've been using it like crazy. So I'm using my Dollar Tree Chippy paintbrush. I don't really know what this is, but it's in the Crafter Square section in a pack of 3. And I am going through like all the grooves on my pumpkin. I'm making sure to get over all of that 3D fabric paint so you can see the texture in it. These ended up coming out so pretty. They almost kind of give off like a wood, like pumpkin look. I don't know. They are by far my favorite out of all 4 of these. Let me know which one's your favorite. So we do that again with the second pumpkin as well. No rhyme or reason, you guys. Just kind of have fun with it. The whole point is to make it look rustic and aged and worn. So get messy. Let your kids do it with you. You know what I'm saying? Let your grandkids do it with you. That would be fun. I wish I could let my kids do all of them with me, but I would be here for hours upon hours upon hours. Okay, so we're done with that. Now we're going to take these branches from the Dollar Tree. Now there are 2 kinds of branches. There's the lighter version, which I'm using right here, and there's like a dark brown version. I really am digging these light version ones. I hope I could find more during Christmas because I feel like I'll use them a lot. So fits perfectly. Gonna put hot glue on just that bottom part. You don't need a lot. And then with the second one, you guys, hold your stem up to the pumpkin because you don't want it like falling through, and kind of go around the stem. That way you know like you have a perfect cut and that it'll properly fit in there. I got lucky with the first one because that could have just went through and been bad. So again, taking some hot glue, putting it in there. This did not budge. It did not move. So this worked out perfectly for me. And now I'm taking some raffia, just bundling some up together, kind of pre-tying it before I put it on the stem. Does that make sense? See, I'm like wrapping it up before I put it on there. Gonna tie that up. I didn't do it with this pumpkin, but I would secure the raffia down with just a little dab of hot glue. Now we're taking our Dollar Tree ribbon. This is 10 inches long, y'all. You guys have seen me make this. I've been making this bow a lot. It's just a classic bow. If you go to my last DIY tutorial, my vintage farmhouse, I do a slow-mo of this specific bow. So then I'm just gonna wrap the middle with the raffia. I loved it. It totally went with the pumpkin. And then once I attach it, it almost looks like the raffia that I tied on there first looks like the tail of the bow, which is so cute. Okay, so cut that excess off. Then we are going to apply some hot glue, obby, to the back of it. I mean, duh, we gotta attach it somehow. This was like the perfect size bow for this pumpkin, and I love it because it's like a cream color. It's not stark white and burgundy. So yeah, your girl was digging it. Sorry for that angle. You guys know I have awesome filming skills, okay? So holding that down, and then I do end up putting like a dab on the bottom like of the bow, just so I make sure it's reinforced. And look at all of that depth, that dimension, that texture, that I love this. It makes me smile. If you could see my face, if you could hear it, like I have the biggest smile on my face right now, you guys. So these were all the DIYs, you guys. I was so excited to show you them. So excited to do a collab with Maria. Make sure you let me know, oh gosh, it's Monday. Know down below which one of these DIYs was your favorite. Mine is definitely these pumpkins. And look at how cute. Bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love between us. Amen. Wouldn't this be perfect? This would be perfect for fall, for Thanksgiving. And it's nice because who knows if it's pumpkins or it's apples, but it goes for both, right? Oh, girls, you're so cute. Sorry for my shadow. So sorry. And what I like about this is it kind of goes with like my vintage farmhouse DIYs that I did too. I wish I had all the space in the world to display these. Okay, so cute, you guys. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. I will be back with another DIY video on Friday. Make sure you join me on Wednesday too, live at 8 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to do a Q&A. Just going to be a fun time chatting. Have a good week.
Mom, you looking for my phone and my charger. Oh no, we're going crazy here.
What are you doing?